Welcome back to Han Took Shots First. We're here this week. Oh, wait. You don't know who we are. I'm Derrick.
You know I'm Jack.
You might not know.
You know.
Maybe whoever tuned in is a really big fan of Chapter 20 of The Mandalorian, The Foundling.
Let's hope so.
Original air date March 22nd, 2023. Directed by our good friend Carl Weathers.
Rest in pictures, friend.
Yeah. And then written by Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni.
Of course it is. They have a bunch of fucking Boba Fett toys and they're just in their bathtub playing.
I saw, like I mentioned before, that we saw in the special features that Carl Weathers directed some, and I was like, when?
Yeah.
So it was cool to see this one was. I like that he got to do this when we're going back to like the Clone Wars period. So he got to direct like modern and like prequel stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's some issues with the flashback that we'll get to, but I don't think it's a directorial issue. It's an effects issue.
Yeah, and there's some issues I have with this little encampment. I do like how many Mandalorians we have here. To me, it's very reminiscent of like a video game. I think it's KOTOR 1 and 2, Knights of the Old Republic. You go to a Mandalore camp, or is it the Moon of Duxon? You go to a camp, and it's just
Excuse me? Duxon?
Yeah.
Like the moon of a duck's sun?
No,
go to a duck's sun's
Don't
butt?
be ridiculous. It has an X.
It's probably French then. It's like Duchon or
Duchon. Oh, man, wish we had video for this. Bring your little mustache out. But it's this camp where it's like, you got Mandalorians over here doing target practice. You got Mandalorians over here having a sparring circle. You got these ones here like training. It's like, it's very cool. But I don't like how they're just randomly firing into the water.
That didn't make sense. And when you said it felt like a video game, that's the first thing I thought when you said that was, I was like, oh, because it's just people standing around doing stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff that doesn't make any sense.
I mean, some of it does. It's like, all right, we're doing our hand-to-hand stuff. But this fucking, take the mustache off, you ridiculous fucking human. You're like in disguise, but you're only in disguise at a fucking Italian circus.
Hold on, I'm going to screenshot this.
Oh.
If I can remember how to do it.
Do I know everybody here? Oh, look at that. I got a mustache. I'm a nice guy. You can trust me.
Am I not the sinister?
But yeah, I mean, just to have him, you can't trust that guy. God,
Okay,
we're in
I'm
so
done.
much trouble.
I'm done.
When we do Latchkey, we're in so much trouble. You guys are. But yeah, it's just, give them targets. I know it's like, well, we just got to feel what the ordnance feels like, but no. Shoot some stuff.
Yeah, I didn't understand the just shooting into the water. I mean, I guess maybe they're just like, if we shoot into the water, another dino croc comes along, we could just kill it.
This is what it is. Like, we have to keep it away. So every day we have to shoot 3,000 rounds into the water.
What are you doing target practice on? Oh, the ocean.
Got it.
It's a big target. Those are all the Mandalorians where people are like, you couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, and they're like, watch me.
You couldn't hit wet if you were in the ocean.
But yeah, there's people doing like hand-to-hand combat and stuff like that. So there's some important training, and then there's just a bunch of people wasting ammunition. I do like the two dudes. I guess you don't waste it, it's lasers, but I do like the two dudes battling and
It's not quite lasers.
shooting the flamethrowers at each other, and it's like the one flamethrower stops the other flamethrower kind of thing. I was like, all right. I mean, that's not how fire works, but I like it.
It's how twisters are made.
And then there's a guy over to the side that's like, you can't make Captain Planet with just fire and fire. And he shoots his little ice blaster in there.
I know we all hate it, but you need to get Hart. We have to invite him, dude.
Oh, that's Grogu. Or is Grogu the monkey and Din Djarin is the heart guy?
Din Djarin's Hart. Grogu's way too pro-murder for Hart.
So he's the monkey.
He tries to eat animals instead of talk to them.
Speaking of, he is trying to play like 3-card Monty with these fucking rock crabs. I'm pretty sure he's going to try to eat them.
Oh, yeah. He's going to use the Force to crack this rock shell.
He's sitting there, he's like surrounded by rocks that are in like a formation almost. And I was like, oh, is he like doing Force powers?
That's
like
what I
move
thought.
the rocks
Meditating, maybe?
No, they're just rock crabs and he's trying to eat them.
Yep.
They're basically hermit crabs that live inside rocks.
He almost gets to, like, he gets one and
Did
picks it up.
Did we see these in Skeleton Crew?
Oh, maybe we did see a hermit. We did see hermit crabs. They use like droid heads and stormtrooper heads.
Oh, that's
helmets.
right. They were using garbage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So could be something similar though. But yeah, Din grabs him and he's like, it's time for you to fucking learn, dude. Quit trying to eat everything.
Look, I know you're hungry, but I'm going to throw you into the child gladiator pits.
You're lucky this guy chose darts instead of hand to hand. Maybe you're not. Maybe Grogu just would have killed him.
Yeah, Grogu would have eaten that kid.
Just would have snapped his neck and started munching.
Jimmy Kimmel's nephew.
That's right, Jimmy Kim's.
But yeah, he chooses darts, which turns out are just like wrist launching paintball guns. It's pretty cool. I like it.
Oh, it's fun. It's a good way to train. We do get he's being a snot little shit. He's like, he's too little. How come he doesn't have a helmet? And he's like, because he's too young to say the creed, so he can't wear a helmet. Well,
then he's too young to fight.
Those who do not know shouldn't talk, or something like that.
Yeah, it's one does not speak unless one knows.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, I do know. And he's like, well, maybe this lesson's for you, motherfucker.
Yeah, check it.
Little shit talking ass kid.
I do like Katie Sackhoff goes up to Grogu. She's strapping on the little fucking wrist rocket thing, which is adorable. And she's like, don't worry, my dad was the same way. He's just very proud of you.
So I've had this question before. I'm going to have it again. Where did they get the tiniest wrist rocket?
Because Mandalorians can train real young.
Okay, so it's for training, not for like necessarily doing these little battles, but like it's like, hey, you're 2, you can stand up, learn how to shoot.
Yeah, I learned how to. You know that there's one Mandalorian that's like, I just learned how to dart before I could walk.
It's Arkansas, is what you're saying.
I'm darting at a 5th grade level.
So they have their paintball duel, and like, Grogu gets shot. 1 point, Grogu gets shot again. 1 point. He's like, "Come on, little dude. I've seen the shit you can do." Like, show them. Don't be afraid. It out loud. Not saying it out loud, but he's like, "Do some flips and shit.
Hey baby, do the hand thing."
So we start the last round, and that's what he does. He flips over the kid's head, flips back, blam, blam, blam. Good grouping right on the chest there.
Yeah.
For a first time.
Well, he's pro murder. He didn't know these were training darts. He's like, got him. Now I get to eat him. Aww.
I do like when Grogu gets shot. He's like, ow, ow.
Ow, dick.
Those are paintballs. They hurt.
You freeze these before you shot him?
And then like Paz Vizsla, who it turns out is this kid's dad, is off to the side like, one who does not speak, one who does not know should not speak. You little
bitch.
Fuck.
You have brought
like just shit talking your own kid. Yeah, exactly. I love it. Then this pterodactyl comes in. Terrordactyl, not pterodactyl.
I believe it's pronounced patera.
No. This is terrordactyl.
I believe it's pronounced paterror.
It's still spelled like terror, but with a P at the beginning.
Hey, if we're gonna ignore the P, why can't we pronounce one that's not there?
So the pterodactyl comes in and snatches the kid and takes off. So they start chasing him with their jetpacks.
But no one topped off.
Yeah, well, they've got time to fuel up.
No.
So Mandos start dropping out of the sky. And I love how they drop and he's like, they always get away. And then Katie Sackhoff flies by in her ship and he's like, didn't think of that.
My God. My God. How come none of you took a ship? Do they even have a fucking ship?
Actually, you're right. None of them have ships. The only ships we've seen there are Mando's ships.
They had to have gotten there somehow. They paid a shuttle or something.
Yeah.
But yeah,
they might have a ship, but it's not on the beach right there. It's they might have one, but it's hidden away.
And I'm betting you if they have one, it's just a big fucking clunky transport.
Yeah, it's
space bus.
Yeah. I can't think of what he calls it. The one from Spaceballs, but I can't think of what name he gave.
Oh, the Winnebago one?
Yeah, the Winnebago Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bo-Katan keeps going. She follows him and finds the lair, maps the location, gets ready to take this hunting party out, and it's like, so they can't use jetpacks because it's too high up, and the thing will hear him coming and kill the kid.
Can't use explosives.
Can't use guns, even though Paz Vizsla still brings his fucking minigun because he's like, well, I know we can't use guns, but we'll see.
What if I was to bash somebody's head in with it? Can I use it like that?
Well, if my kid's already dead, I'm unloading this thing.
I'm going out in a blaze of glory.
I'm taking all 3 of those baby pterodactyls with me.
I'm going to put my gun in the air and go, ah.
And Grogu stays behind with the armorer. She's like, we've got some talking to do.
We got some work to do, you little lazy ass foundling.
So she's like forging and like giving him the whole, we're forged, like our steel is forged. And this very like, meaningful speech. That's fine. But the main thing is like, and I forgot that there was a flashback in this one because again, I've only seen this one when it first came out. The little like press thing starts going down, and they show Grogu's face, and he looks horrified. And I'm like, "Are you horrified? Oh my god, that steel got crushed. Never mind all the creatures and beings and humans and other things I've seen murdered, but that steel was crushed.
I almost wiped out an entire frog species single-handedly. But
it's because the forging." Pounding and the sparks gives him a flashback to Order 66.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Grogu he's cornered with a bunch of Jedi who just get mowed the fuck down by these clone troopers.
Oh, yeah.
Which, I mean, I think you've explained it, but it still confuses me. I'm like, I know that there's more of them and it was a surprise, but like, come on. You could take some of them with you.
You could, yes. I think they need to do a better job of like just showing out overwhelming numbers. Like, I just took down 10 clone troopers. 10 more took their place. Like,
because like 10 or 15 come in, and there's like 8 Jedi, and they are or Padawans.
Also, what though? These are Jedi that are at the temple. They took down all the generals during the Order 66. All the Jedi Knights, they were taken out right there on the battlefield. So what you have left are Padawans and what's the Jocasta Nua, the librarian. You don't have a lot of warriors left here.
Yeah, but I mean, even one of these kids could take like one of these guys with them. Like the first group doesn't take any of these clone troopers out.
Do you remember in Revenge of the Sith when the kid comes out and like helps Bail Organa get away? He was like a young Padawan. That's George Lucas's son, apparently.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, or is it George Lucas's son? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That would make sense.
Yeah, but yes, I agree with you. Take some out, but I mean,
because like the one or two of them gets away to help Grogu get to the elevator, and the girl that's there, she does take a couple out, but like you had like 8 Padawans even against like 15 or 20 clone troopers, and you couldn't take one of them. Like when they go around the corner and there's more coming, she does get a couple. I mean, I know you're just deflecting blasters, and maybe that's not your specialty, but. Come on.
Sure, and I think that's why coming up we see Kelleran Beck here. I think that's why he has success. He is dressed more like a Jedi Knight, I would say, and I should have researched his character more to see, but he seems a little bit more adept at it.
Yeah, he's got to be a master, or not a master, but
they let him on the council, but they did not grant him the rank of master.
Let me see. I'm going to Google Kelleran Beck. I don't know how to spell it, but hey, there we go. Yeah. His nickname, Sabered Hand, was a human male Jedi master.
Sabered Hand. Kind of a cool nickname.
Yeah. He was often assisted by protocol droid AD-3 and the astromech droid LXR-5 and served aboard the starship Athelia. Cool.
Hell yeah.
He worked in the Jedi creche tending to younglings of the temple. So that's why he's here. But he is a master, so it makes sense. And I really love this because Ahmed Best, who is playing Kelleran Beck, and we discussed it but way back when we did the prequels. But
he's Jar Jar Binks.
He's Jar Jar Binks. He received a lot of hate. I mean, he was like suicidal over the way people were talking to him. It put him into a deep depression because the internet is full of horrible humans.
Star Wars fans amongst the top sometimes.
And this was 26 years ago of internet.
We can be very, very mean.
Yeah, so like they give him a cool redemption here because like he most likely doesn't make it out. I don't think we see him go down, but
no, he flies the plane.
Oh yeah, that's right. He flies out. It's all the Naboo guards who are taken down. So maybe we'll see him one day.
I mean, they left it open for it.
Yeah, but when he gets Grogu, this dude is wielding 2 lightsabers, obviously one from a fallen comrade because he's got a blue and a green.
Not necessarily.
Oh, okay. I was about to ask that. I was like, I'm assuming everybody always has the same colors, but
no, not necessarily. I mean, the Kyber crystals call to you. So, I mean, did Ahsoka have 2 different colors in the cartoon?
I mean, sabered hands implies that he uses 2.
Right.
So even if he normally has 2 of the same color and he picked up one, he is a dual wielding guy.
But I think it's perfectly plausible to have 2 different colored kyber crystals.
Okay.
In this fictional world, I think it's perfectly plausible.
But he's just fucking whipping these laser bolts back at these dudes, just taking out a whole like armada of clone troopers.
Ow, is that what I've been doing to people? Dick.
And it's just a cool thing to give Ahmed Best like a badass moment, because this character is from like what Jedi trivia something or other from like 2019 or 2020 or something.
I think that's a different character he plays.
Oh, I thought the thing I read said that he was originated there.
Was it? I thought that was a different fucking character. Oh no, it is. You're right. Yeah. Jedi Temple Challenge game show.
Yeah, so I mean, it was a kids show, I'm assuming.
Apparently
that's where the character got started, but then they've given him like a whole story, like he's the dean of the Jedi Temple.
Uh-huh. He apparently is co-writing or co-wrote, I think it's out now, co-wrote a comic book that has Keller and Beck and Jar Jar in it. So, I mean, kind of a cool, more redemption, because, I mean, we talked about it.
And then he cuts Jar Jar into pieces and stabs him a bunch of times.
It's basically Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool killing the other Deadpool. Yeah, no, we talked about it to length, but his performance, it wasn't good. I didn't like it, but that's not something first of all, not his fault, because George Lucas is the one that told him to sound a certain way. He just did a voice. He probably tried a bunch of voices, and George was like, I love it. Sounds better than my voice.
Wow, that sounds really funny when you say Yusa.
Right. Like, that's dialogue that was written for him. But it's just, even if you don't like it, he personally doesn't deserve the hate. People went too fucking far with that one.
Yeah.
And now we're still doing it.
Write the fucking script.
We're still doing it with, I can't think of her name. She plays Rose in the sequel trilogy. Paige.
Oh, I can't think of her name either. But I mean, you could say anybody from the sequel trilogy.
She straight up just fucking quit interneting.
Yeah.
I
mean, you could say any of them, though. The guy that played Finn or...
Paige Tarico's stuck in my head. I don't know if that's her.
It sounds close. I could be completely wrong. And then Rey, Daisy Ridley, like all these people are like, you're terrible and you ruined Star Wars. And it's like they were an actor hired to play a fucking part.
Exactly.
Blame the writers. Blame the directors. Blame Bob Iger.
Rose Tico is the character's name.
Okay.
Kelly Marie Tran.
Okay, that's why I was like, Tico, to whatever you said, sounded close. That would make sense.
I think Paige Tarico is the second April O'Neil. I don't know why that just popped in. But yeah, like, I don't care for her character arc in that movie. I don't think it was anything to do with her. She didn't have input. She's reading lines.
Especially because, like, it's not like you're working on a little indie picture where they're like, yeah, give me your thoughts. You're working for fucking Disney.
You're working for Disney. You're working
like,
for
we don't want your thoughts.
Darth Mouse.
So yeah, they escape on a
Mouser
Vespa.
and Apprentice.
They escape on a Vespa speeder, and this is what I was saying is like the part that I didn't like. The chase is fine, but like it looks terrible, and I don't think there's any way to make it look cool when you have a full-grown man on like a child's bicycle with a sidecar next to it, zipping through the air, trying to like maneuver. Like the effects and the compositing just don't look good.
We kind of went through that on episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Christopher Lee.
Oh, yeah. When he's riding,
it looks not cool.
Yeah, and I mean, in this case, at least you know that this is Ahmed Best sitting on a little fake scooter thing that's in front of a screen. But like, because that Christopher Lee was like, I will sit on this couch. Yeah. But like,
you can put me on a Scooty Puff Jr.
But like, it looks dumb. It doesn't look good. It's not well composited, but
I agree. But
it's not very long.
I was just going to say, at the end of the day, it's quick enough where it's like,
yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and bitch and moan about it. It's a show. It's not a movie. It's a show.
They get to one of these floating platforms that I'm pretty sure I complained about in the prequels, because I'm like, what?
It's parking spaces.
Just random floating parking space. But you park there and then have to take another vehicle. So just take your vehicle to the place.
No, that's dangerous. You need fail safes. What if your vehicle explodes? What if your vehicle's harboring fugitives? What if you got terrorists, dude?
Oh, you know what? No, that hadn't happened yet. I was like, they learned from the Millennium Falcon going into the Death Star that you can hide people, but that hadn't happened yet. So
If you really enjoy listening to Bad Movies, Worst People, just so you know, we do have Patreon. We have 2 different tiers.
that's right. Patreon.com/worstpeople. We have a $3 tier where you get early access to Han Took Shots First, our Star Wars podcast. You get a monthly newsletter. You get archived episodes that are no longer available on the main feed. Plus, you get our monthly mental health episode.
Which we need.
And we do. And there's also a $5 tier where you get all of that content, plus you get ad-free episodes from the main feed, and you get access to Latchkey Vids, which is our recap show about forgotten or never known television shows from the 90s, like Cop Rock.
Too soon, man. It was just too early. It's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing. So check out patreon.com/worstpeople. Help support this crazy endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey horror friends, welcome to Tomb of Terrors. I'm Old Man Brad, your guide into darkness. Here, every episode is a journey into horror. I'm digging up the latest releases, having conversations with the filmmakers who bring these nightmares to life, or sometimes dragging in my friends to explore cult classics, like Bruno Mattei's Cruel Jaws. There's something spine-tingling around every corner. So whether you love a bloody Italian slasher, a chilling ghost story, or those hidden treasures scattered throughout Tubi, this tomb has something for every horror fan. Just dim the lights, cozy up in a blanket, and step inside. If you dare.
There is a part right before they get there where they almost crash into Umat, the mountain that we just saw in the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets to the little floating platform, and there's like these Royal Guard. I'm assuming they're the Naboo guys, right? 'Cause they got the red hats.
Nubian. The ship is Nubian like a motherfucker.
And
I mean,
yeah,
it
the ship definitely
so
is.
close to the one from Phantom Menace that elected Queen Amidala takes. I'm just not over this form of government. Elected a 14-year-old queen.
They get into that transport. They get out of there and fly into hyperspace. And then we cut back to present day.
Grogu goes, oh my God, I went somewhere dark. How long was I out?
She's made him a rondelle, whatever the fuck that is.
It is a Flavor Flav-esque clock. Yeah, boy.
It looks like a thing that goes on like their shoulder pauldron, but like he's too small for the pauldron. So she's like, here's the insignia that'll go there eventually when you're full size, because she doesn't know how big they get. So
well, she does say like, yeah, you'll grow into it. Like, not much. I think it's going to end up being a big, it's going to be a breastplate for him. Right now, it's just his entire body that's not leg.
Yeah, she attaches it to his little chainmail, and it's like, well, the chainmail is kind of pointless. I guess it keeps his back safe.
Mm-hmm. And this has the wire. I love it, dude, because it's like she's a medieval armor smith, but that also puts computers and solders wires inside the breastplates. Like, it's just a cool, fun mix of what I love about Star Wars, a mix of 2 different eras.
And then we go to the hunting party, and I just love that they're like, well, I guess we'll just have to sleep here for the night because it's getting dark. There's no way that kid's going to be eaten already. It's fine.
We have time. We have time. Trust me, I've seen a lot of these things, even though they always get away.
So like Bo-Katan asks, because they're handing out food, and she's like, how do you eat with your helmet on? He's like, you don't. That's fucking stupid.
How do you eat with people around? You don't. You just go fucking eat like a rat in a corner.
Yeah, go sit in a dark corner. And like, she's allowed to sit by the fire because she's a leader of the war party. And it's cool that Paz Vizsla tells her that, because he does not like them, but he's like, you did your stuff.
This is the way.
Yeah, you did what the rules say.
I don't argue with the way.
But and she kind of gets. I mentioned it last episode when you were saying like they're giving her the lonely thing, like they did the throne and all that. But then she's sitting there because I think she was looking forward to mealtime, sitting around with all of her compatriots that she's with, talking and laughing and eating and getting to know each other. Maybe not laughing because they're on a mission to save a dying child.
Not too well. They have time for laughter. We have time for camping, laughter, and s'mores.
But like the communal meal, like the time where all the warriors bond.
Yeah.
And she's like, wow, this sect really is like, I think she's understanding a little bit more about them. How like Mando was always like, I want to be alone because everything is alone. The only time you're together is when you're in full armor. The only time you're yourself is when you're alone.
I 100% agree. Like she's starting to see like, oh man, not like a sad existence, but yeah, like I get you now. This is just, you've had to be this cold and kind of removed.
It's a very solitary culture until it's wartime.
But it also speaks to that because it's like, hey dude, this is the way, like I follow these rules. And if and like you said, if I don't like you. But if it's time to pick up guns, I'll fucking pick up guns with you because that's what we do. Just don't look me in my naked face.
I don't want you to see my second chin.
She caught me with my helmet down.
Oh no, she saw my little helmet. So like, do they fuck with their helmets on, but they can take everything else off?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah, brother.
So it's easier for a Mandalorian to find the clitoris because he's got the targeting computer.
I don't have that part on my helmet. Also, we can't do oral sex, can we?
I didn't know what man in the boat protocol was, and I deleted it. I apologize.
I'm just gonna pull my penis through this pee hole. It's all gonna stay on.
I can't take the helmet off of it, otherwise you'll get pregnant.
This is the way. This is the way. This is the way.
Oh, I'm Din Djarin. So they wake up in the morning and they scale the mountain. They're doing some Tom Cruise style free climbing. Some of them have grappling hooks, but some of these dudes are just like, nah, I'm good.
They're grappling hook up to a certain point, removing your grappling hook and kind of catting around.
Yeah, I like the swinging across because the guy's like, well, there's no more handholds, so I guess I'll just swing to the other side of the mountain. This is safe.
I don't see my line.
No, that's Bo-Katan's line. Go see our episode on the remake of Point Break from September for that one.
Yeah, don't watch the movie. Just listen to us shit on it.
So they reach the nest. There's no pterodactyl. They use the heat vision. It's like, oh, there's some heat over there. And
let us clear it. Let us clear
barreling in. No, he's like, he's my son.
Oh.
Is that my boy in there?
I've abandoned my child. My boy. I drink your foundling.
I was just watching a movie last night with Daniel Day-Lewis called Phantom Thread. It's another Paul Thomas Anderson movie. That's not Daniel Day-Lewis's voice. I remember I told you, Whitney and I were talking about it. She's like, is that just how he talks? Because you got Gangs of New York and you've got that. And I knew that's not how he talks.
Even Last of the Mohicans, he's got a little affectation on there.
He's doing like a much lighter, like he's got his British accent and stuff, but he's doing like a much lighter, like he's a dressmaker.
Mm-hmm.
But he's kind of a tough dude, but he's a dressmaker. So he's just like, oh yes, the beauty of the da-da-da. And I was just like, I gotta look this up. Is this really Daniel Day-Lewis?
Yeah, I don't know which voice is real now. You ever seen The Ballad of Jack and Rose?
No.
Put that on your list. I don't know if you'll love it, but you'll enjoy it.
It's got Daniel Day-Lewis?
Oh yeah.
All right, that's fine. But anyway, they get attacked by giant babies.
Been there.
Paz Vizsla does.
In my nightmares.
When they start screaming and stuff, the mama pterodactyl comes back. And dude, she's like, "Oh, you guys are hungry," because she doesn't realize Paz Vizsla's there because he covers himself up with brush. She's like, "Oh, you're screaming because you're hungry? Hold on!" And she just throws up this little kid whose name is Ragnar. We find out,
of course, it is.
Well, his dad is a Viking, so
yeah, Ragnar Vizsla.
But I just love that she vomits up a living child. It's a very funny visual because she's like, blah.
Fresh kill, dude.
And his thing comes out and it's just like, oh my God, this child comes out.
It's called a child, Derrick. You have one.
I didn't mean that.
This thing, it just spews up this garbage.
But I'm assuming they only like to eat living creatures. So it's like, yeah, there you go.
It would have to be that.
So they all come in and attack. it takes Ragnar in the claws, and does it grab Paz Vizsla now?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's got Paz Vizsla in its beak. I couldn't remember if it was now or not a beak, it's a mouth. That's why I call it a Terrordactyl, because it's got a mouth with teeth, but it's also a bird.
It's gnarly.
So a jetpack chase ensues. There's a lot of cool stuff going on, the action. We're not going to describe all that. I do like Bo-Katan.
They mentioned this is like a sky shrook hunting team. Like, they are training for shit. This is what this team wants to specialize in. Maybe not this Terrordactyl, but it is some form of hunting, disabling thing, so it's kind of cool to watch them work in tandem, like with all their gadgets and whatnot. I love Mando's the one that gets the kid free from the claws. Mando comes kamikaze style straight at him with, I think he's also got a vibro blade, but he essentially just punches this thing in the foot so hard at full speed that it just drops Ragnar.
And then it's a race because the bird is going down to get Ragnar, and Mando's trying to fly down faster.
I don't even think he's trying to get him. It's just that they boloed up one of his wings. So I think he's just falling.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going for him. It was like, hey, fuck you. That's mine.
No, I don't think so, because they hit him with a couple different things. They boloed up the feet right before Mando did. And
they're
then
like, I've seen Return of the Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, I know what to do here. They fly now. So then he got one of the wings, and I think it's just him falling. But he might have been trying to go for him as well.
Well, I guess it makes sense because Mando grabs Ragnar right before he hits the water, and then the bird crashes into the water. So what you're saying makes sense. I thought it was like he was diving down, or she was diving down to get him, and like, because Mando scooped him up at the last second, she hit the water there.
Yeah.
But either way, it doesn't matter because fucking Dino Croc pops right out of the water and eats this thing.
Whoop.
All the way back to episode 1, right? There's always a bigger fish.
There's always a bigger dinosaur reptile thing.
So they have their triumphant return back to camp. The armorer is bestowing Bo-Katan with compliments. You've honored your house. You've honored all of Mandalore. And she gives her this is the way.
I can repair your armor, but I can't give you like the modern upgrades. What do you want? Like, do you want me to give you the night owl? And that's when she's like, would it be appropriate for me to have the sigil of the night owl on one side and that mythosaur on the other? And we get what we've always known. The mythosaur is for any Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Boba Fett and Jango Fett used it. Did Jango actually have it? Boba Fett did. Jango's was all chromed out, dude. He was blinging. He had that real drip.
This is a little clock on here, it is. I don't know. I went British. I didn't go New Zealand.
I'm trying to blend in with the crowd. Might as well make it shiny.
This one says, fight the power.
This one says, all stormtroopers are bastards.
Right before she gets her armor fixed, she does tell her, like, oh, we brought 3 more foundlings. And
oh, yeah.
The armorer is like, oh, did you? And they're just taking these baby birds off the fucking plane. I'm like, what are you going to do with those?
Oh, I love it. You're going to, oh my God. You are going to ride them into battle like pterodactyls.
It's going to be like Heavy Metal.
I mean, it's just that their whole thing, because she says, like, you have bestowed upon your house the biggest honor, or I'm paraphrasing like a motherfucker, but like saving a foundling is the highest class of honor. They value these foundlings. So these birds are now fucking orphaned.
Oh, they can't fuck. That's why they value foundlings so much.
They can't fuck. Get out of here. Because he says this is my son. He doesn't say this is my foundling. Well, I guess he calls Grogu his boy.
Adopted him. Yeah, he adopted him from a young age.
All right.
They're not allowed to fuck. They just got to find kids.
That's a shame. I was all about this cult until you said the no fucking thing. I'll even keep the helmet on. I don't care. I look better with the helmet on.
The other day I was listening to an episode of The Dollop, and it was about orphans. And apparently foundling is a historical word.
Mm-hmm.
An infant that has been abandoned by its parents and is discovered and cared for by others. Because he was talking about the orphan train.
Oh, yeah.
There's an episode about a train that traveled around selling kids to people, mostly for farm labor.
Yeah.
But he was like, oh, and then there was foundlings. And I was like, there was what now?
Did I hear that right?
But yeah, she gets the owl she has the owl pauldron, and she gets a mythosaur one, and she's like, so hypothetically, armor lady, let's say I saw a mythosaur.
Well, that makes perfect sense. It's a great honor to have one in a vision.
No, like a real mythosaur.
And then she's not phased. She's like, you're gonna see many things when you walk the path of the Mandalore.
Yeah, I mean, she does pause for a second. She's like, this bitch just there are many, and it's the classic, like, we've talked about it before, we both grew up Catholic. It's the classic religious answer. It's like, well, many things happen if you follow the way.
What I think, yes, it's but it's also the armorer just realized that she's going to be Mandalore, or one that she should be, because she's never said that before. Like, walk the path of the Mandalore, never to Bo-Katan, at least. I mean, they haven't talked much. But so when she was like, no, I saw a real-ass mythosaur, she does kind of balk a little bit. And that's when she's like, you're going to see a lot of shit walking the path of Mandalore, because that's what you need to do. You're going to be the one to reunite the clan. This is what you're here for.
This is, in fact, the way.
Oh my God, this is the way. I've been saying that for so many years. I never really believed it till now.
Because we get, if I'm remembering right, coming up in some episode coming up, she tells her, like, you're going to be the one who reunites everybody, so you can chill with us and you can take off your helmet.
Yes. Yeah. Later, she's like, no, you're both clan.
Okay. Yeah.
That's yeah. So I forgot that was where we're going to go, but yeah, it's the moment that she's like, no, I saw a real mythosaur. She's like, oh shit. All right. This is the way.
She's like, I only know of one other Mandalorian who's ridden a mythosaur, and that was a cartoon. And it looked nothing like what we know as a mythosaur.
Very different character back then.
Actually, God keeps trying to erase it from existence.
I'm going to take it out of my notebook.
I have it on physical media now, George. You can't do it.
I wrote that with cocaine.
I melted the cocaine and made ink, and then it turned out you could smoke the ink.
I got a bunch of poster boards, and I put glue on them, and I wrote the letters with glue, and then boom, threw cocaine at it.
Also huffing the glue, so I should have done that in a room with ventilation, but I didn't.
And once I got done, I burnt it. I huffed it. Yummy.
Well, that's the end of Chapter 20, The Foundling.
This is the way.
So we'll be back in 2 more weeks.
Hold on. I just want to say, I always enjoy seeing this many Mandalorians on screen.
I do like, I like it. It's cool because there's a bunch of them, and I like the designs of the characters. I don't know if we talked about it on the first one or not, but
no, we didn't.
It looks like everybody is pieced together.
Yeah. When Grogu's doing the dart thing, he's like, Judge, can you get me this? Like, everyone has a role and a very distinct look, and it is kind of cobbled together. It's
like, I don't know what
I got a poncho.
I don't know what the accepted term is. I know that the traveling Romanians of Europe.
Yes.
Because I know we're not supposed to say the word that everybody knows, but
there's a weird history with that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not gonna push it. Either way, it reminds me of that, because it's a traveling band of people who don't have a home base, and a lot of the stuff, like, I've seen. Of course, I'm basing it off things I've seen in movies, so that might all be entirely exaggerated too. But it's all of them running around wearing different pieces of clothing, kind of crazy stuff. They're looking, it's like this guy. I have a movie up here. This time I can say it's the name of a movie. There's a movie up here called King of the Gypsies. It was Eric Roberts' first movie. It has a bunch of cool actors in it, but the guy is wearing like what they would consider like fancy, like royal stuff, but it's still just like a dirty jacket, and like it's all stuff they found or they've acquired or whatever.
I mean, my reference is Peaky Blinders,
and I haven't watched much of that, but like it reminds me of that. It's a traveling group, and it's like we found this stuff. There's different pieces of armor on people. It's all battle scarred, so it's like, oh well, my friend fell, and we're not gonna dishonor him by leaving his armor behind. So we're repurposing the . And
Now that you're saying it, also kind of reminds me of, there's a term. Is it the dog warriors? Native Americans that are using Klatooinians. The Native Americans that are using like weapons and some of the garb they find on the battlefield. And like it's just these war tribes that are patchwork together, but they're all together.
Yeah, and that's what their design reminds me of. So the costume designers on this show did some work, and I don't remember now, but I feel like there was something in the special features on the disc about it where it was like the woman was saying like I was super excited to work on this because it was fun to put together this shit because it's like it's so colorful and it's so bizarre because it's just like this guy's got a yellow chest armor and a blue pauldron and like green leg armor and a red helmet, and it's like it doesn't look good, but it's like this is the shit I found and we're fucking living on the run. So
yeah, I'm just trying to stay alive. Guess what? My helmet stayed on, so nothing. She never said that I had to match.
This is the most terrifying traveling circus.
Still fun though.
But we'll be back in 2 weeks to talk about Chapter 21, The Pirate. So Jack's favorite character is coming back.
Yar.
What's his name?
Gorian Chard.
Kelper and Beck.
Kelper and Beck.
Again, I like to cross-promote the shows, but we haven't planned out March yet, and this comes out in March. So the next episode is to be decided. However, that episode comes out Monday. The upcoming Friday after that is Friday the 13th. Ooh. And we will be talking about Friday the 13th Part 3 with our friend Zip, because that's what he drew this last Friday the 13th.
Spoopy.
So that'll be fun. Patreon is also to be decided, but remember, guys, you can go to patreon.com/worstpeople. You can get these episodes early, ad-free, uncut when it's the long ones. And you get your mental health episode at the $3 level and Latchkey Vids at the $5 level. That's always exciting.
And your opinion matters to us.
Yeah. I mean, January's fucking Latchkey Vids was from a patron who was just like, I know this actress from this show. And I was like, great, we'll do it.
Do it.
So that's it for this week. I've been Derrick.
I'm Jack.
And one does not speak unless one knows or podcasts.
Oh, I don't do either.
I think you do.
Not well.
Yeah.